That song's a vibe, isn't it? Hello out there. Welcome on in, everybody. How we doing? Happy Monday. A little bit earlier than normal. We're going to see some changes. Changes are afoot. Let's not kid ourselves. Changes are afoot. New stream schedule. We're starting 30 minutes early on Monday. Bam! We're going live at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Coming back Thursday night, and then once more Friday morning, 8 a.m. So we're mixing it up. Gonna get some EU hour representation in and get some daytime streams. And moreover, we're gonna transition the focus of the streams a little bit. Just a little bit. They're mostly still gonna be the corrupted world. My baby, my darling. But I need to pivot into making sure I'm getting stuff done for videos like this. This is a Steam setup. Delightful, isn't it? Man, setting this up made me kind of wish I did this in the corrupted world. But I was talking to Sci-Fighter in Discord, and I think if I had, I probably wouldn't have gone Hog. And I'm really glad that we ended up with Hog, because this is ridiculous, let me tell you. I'm having a little bit of an issue. I think it's probably the shaders. I can't see the contents of drawers. You see? They have things in them. That's almost a full drawer of spruce wood. And that's a lot of saplings. I can't see them. And also I can't see the contents of tanks. But I think this is preferable to the alternative, which is that they glow at a very alarming level. So yeah, Steam is done. I then moved to Benzene. The great Benzini, as they call it. And this is also quite productive. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's quite good. We're racking up the benzene. Not incredibly fast. I mean, it's a starter, you know? It's probably not the most perfectly optimized, but the main point was lay this out in a way that you can see what's going on, because we're going to try to demonstrate how this all works. And same thing with Steam. It's much larger than it would need to be. But yeah, this is actually, I just can't get over how insanely productive this is. The main limit on this system is the rate that you can pull steam out of these boilers at MV, which is the target. This is a video that comes after LV, but before MV. So technically you will have advanced to MV, but this is something you should probably prioritize immediately upon entering MV. So that's the idea. You would prioritize it right away, and therefore you're limited to what you can acquire in MV. So we have MV pumps pumping the steam. There are 3 connection points on both of these boilers, and it's not nearly enough. I mean, they're being overwhelmed by the productivity of these boilers. This is absolutely eating charcoal, but it doesn't really seem to matter. And on this side, we couldn't get 2 high pressure boilers, so we went with 1 liquid high pressure and 1 low pressure. But my goodness, the amount of steam is mind-boggling. I don't know how you would even route. You'd need, like, I don't even know how many drains. A lot of drains, and all huge pipes everywhere, because it's just so much steam. The logistics of actually using it, I don't know about. But this, okay. Let me refocus on where I left myself with this, because I think it's basically a done deal, and we need to move on to fuel real quick, which is it's going to be pretty straightforward. Let's be honest. Easy enough. Way more room than we need for fuel. But the idea is that you're setting the scale for what your fuel facility will need to look like as you scale it. So this has room to scale, this has room to scale, and fuel will have room to scale into cetane. And then a conversion activity can happen in a room this large to eventually get hog. So we won't cover all of those conversions, but you know, the idea is you need a huge room. So we're building in huge rooms. But yeah, okay. So 2 pyrolyze ovens at MV, Canthal coils with nitrogen. This is a nitrogen setup here. These are all cell looping basic. This could be done much more elegantly. But again, at MV, you do have some limitations on what you have access to. So we are, with MV materials, getting all the nitrogen we could ever want. I thought. Maybe we aren't? Are we not getting nitrogen fast enough? That would be crazy. I think we are. If we aren't, we can scale that up. And only 4 of these fluid extractors seem to be necessary. That was very surprising. For some reason, I seem to remember in Threefold's video, he had like 10 or 12 or more. And not even 2 pyrolyze. Maybe he went with HV for the pyrolyze? and it was literally cranking. So the adjustments we might need to make to this, we need to probably add more farmland, because I think we are eating our logs. Yeah, the logs are going down, I think. They just went up, but I think they're going down. And this, I mean, it would need to be a lot more productive to require more than 2 distilleries. So, yeah. What's up, Sci-Fighter? Oh, I took your advice, and it's working so good, I'm almost mad I didn't do this in the corrupted world. It's so ridiculously productive. Insane. And I was just talking through some of the quirks that we ran into with the benzene. It's a lot less needy than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if that's some of the rebalancing that happened in 2.7. But, yeah, it looks like only 4 of these fluid extractors would really be needed. And I think we need to add some more farmland, and then it's pretty much a done deal, as long as it's staying current on nitrogen. We may need... Actually, yeah, it looks like nitrogen's going down. These aren't stopped, are they? Oh. That might explain why it's going down. You aren't stopped, are you? No. Well, that's weird. I forgot the allow input. This should now work. Yep. Okay. What about you? No, you're working good. Okay, so that probably explains why. Maybe we don't need to address nitrogen. Dibbling dabbling here and there. Huh. That should recover. Yeah, it already looks like it's going to recover. Okay. That's what I was expecting. So, yeah, I guess just farmland, and yeah, I just remain surprised at how few fluid extractors we need, but it's pretty productive. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's add some farmland. Easy peasy. Make sure I know what I'm doing. I believe what we want to do is this right here. Use the same water spots, stack this up, we'll be good to go. Just gotta be careful not to drain out my whole farm with the water. And these don't have to be perfect setups, but I want them to be pretty good. And we might do like a schematic or something for any like serious beginners that are looking for some real help. Like the benzene schematic already exists from the Shadow of X in the threefold video, which obviously we didn't use, but I was thinking about re-reviewing. It's probably been a year and a half since I watched that video. I'll see about re-reviewing it and trying to figure out, like, am I missing something that would cause these fluid extractors to be needed at in larger number? 4 just seems so, so small of a number. But 4 work full-time, and then 2 distilleries work mostly full-time. You can see that one blinks just a little bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Color me surprised. Water buckets. Man, wouldn't it be nice if this is how it worked in real GTNH? Goodness. No blunders yet? Ah. Sweet relief. Now, don't break any of these pieces of farmland. Ever. No. Okay, good. Dingus. I almost wish I hadn't used this song already in a video. It's like as soon as I find a good song, I want to use it, and I usually do. I download them right away and basically put them in the next video. But this one's so good, I kind of wish it was more purposely used. Like so? Dang it. Dang it. As you were. Okay, that should work, I believe. You know what I don't know? I don't know if copy paste with World Edit works with crop sticks, with crops of them. Wouldn't that be nice? This piece of water is for one piece of farmland. The one you see right there that's dying. Saved. Saved. No. Oh my God. That caused no damage. Oh my God, thank goodness. Oh. Utter dingy. Utter. Okay. I think this can I kind of want that to be light. We'll save that. Let it be light. They do need light. All right, and I'm gonna try copy paste with the plants. Why not? It might just work. And this is obviously very tedious, so that would save lots of time. I like that. My favorite. Okay, and there we have it. And that's 2 blocks above the crop manager, so that should work just fine. The things we do for set pieces in videos, I swear. Although this will be, I'm going to do a lot, my very best. I'm kind of struggling a little bit to reformat the script on how exactly to explain all this and in what order and some of that stuff, you know? And trying to make sure I include all the important stuff, but not get into like ridiculously exhaustive detail. Mercia, what's going on? And Chili Pine. Oh, I'm living the dream, and I hope you are as well. We're just working on a little bit of a set piece here to explain how benzene works for part of the beginner's guide to GTNH. We've got steam set up next door, and then on that side we'll have fuel, and on that side steam, and right in the middle benzene. And I'm going to try to explain all three as one video, rather than explaining power as part of the MV or LV video. And like really focusing on the quest book and how to make progress in those videos, and a separate video on how power works. Cheapest way to make a file? Probably iron. Bam. A stick with 2 iron plates. Although wrought iron, if you already have wrought iron, that would be better. Slightly. Not incredibly better. There is a way to... I mean, it doesn't have a file head. But you could also go to iron plate. And hover over the item and press U. And that'll let you bring up the uses. And then go to shapeless crafting or shape crafting and try to find the file. A little bit annoying. Not as easy as I hoped it would be. But anyway, the iron file is probably your cheapest one. Where is it? It's got to be here. There it is. Iron file. Stick 2 iron plates. I don't think so. I think iron is pretty much as cheap as it gets. And you'll use quite a few files, so it might make sense to, you know, use the cheapest one for now, but pretty soon start pivoting into like better durability as your priority. Otherwise, you have to remake the dang thing so often. Nice. Okay. That should be farmable. Let's copy that over, shall we? Like so. And so. 5 iron and 4 copper. Oh yeah, getting ahead. I love it. That's how to do it. Absolutely maximizing the utility. All right, we'll take that right over here with us. And say... Oh, nice. It did do the crops. Oh, my G. That was amazing. All right, I think we're set on spruce. World Edit is amazing. I can't lie. It's so good. It's outrageously good. All right, that should sort us out on logs. Hopefully they grow before we actually run out. We're down to 6 stacks. We're burning through logs. Eating them. How we doing on... All right, good. Nitrogen has recovered. This is what I was expecting to see. It seemed like 4 setups was enough. And there's a cool little trick here. If you're new to GregTech Power, this is very, very useful. So there are 8 machines being powered by this power line, which is obviously an 8x10 cable for 8 amps. And it's being powered from a battery with 8 batteries. And you can see all the batteries are full, even though these machines are running all the time. But there are only 3 basic gas turbines putting juice into this battery. Because the recipes for compressed air is what we're making here. I think that takes like 5 EU per tick. And then the centrifuge recipe takes 15 EU per tick. So it's just the total amount of EU we need to match. And then we use the battery to match the amount of amps. So it saving a lot of turbines compared to the number and still managing full power all the time. We might even be able to get away with just 2. But I didn't feel like doing the exact math. I just did some rough math in my head and determined that 3 would be plenty. Yeah, cooking with gas. Okay, let's let that develop, and hope and pray that these plants grow before we run out of logs. I guess even if they don't, it'll recover eventually. So who cares? Let's go. Fuel. I need to remind myself exactly how this works, and I need to quickly let me bring up my storyboard here and make sure I know how many setups do I actually need. I think I need at least 2. One for light fuel to demonstrate how it works at LV, and then we matriculate to fuel. I would show you the script, but note, we're already in spoiler zone, but that's like crazy deep spoiler territory if I actually show you that. So I'm just gonna quick review here. Yeah, okay. No, I have that. Light fuel. Let's tag that. And then diesel cell. Tag that as well. So this will be an MV mixer. me reorganize myself here. Some things I need, some things I don't need. This is my, like, utility inventory for creative mode. Okay. Mixer. MV mixer. We need... an MV combustion generator. That's the, I think that's the only thing we need to have at MV. So let's get an LV combustion generator. Electrolyzer. And we also need... we need hydrogen for this, which I believe we're going to get also through electrolysis. Let me... at this point in the game, I don't think there are better options. We're an MV in our minds. Let's be an MV in our minds. This will probably be easier to do by looking for water. Maybe. Water cell uses. Electrolyze. Yeah. And I want fluid hydrogen probably. So we'll do this on circuit 1. Do I want fluid hydrogen? What am I going to be getting? Gotta rethink. It's been a really long time. This is what I use in my world, so I should be familiar with this, but I haven't set this up in a really long time. Alright, we're getting liquid sulfuric acid, or sulfuric light fuel, which we then need to combine with celled hydrogen. So we might as well go for the hydrogen cells, right? And pop them right into this. And then what about heavy fuel? Heavy fuel, sulfuric heavy fuel. Okay. Same thing here. We're getting liquid heavy fuel. Chemical reactor with celled hydrogen. Yeah, so I think we'll probably want 2 loops for hydrogen cells. 1 for each of these. Working with cells can get a little bit tricky. Like, where am I going to get the cell back? Not right here. If I go with hydrogen cells, I'm going to get hydrogen sulfide cells and an empty cell. And I'm going to need to send the empty cell back and send the hydrogen sulfide into a tank and then also get the cell back. And send it to the electrolyzer, which will definitely be the bottleneck. We might actually want this at MV also. Yeah, I think we do. Otherwise, it's going to be too slow. It's 1 cell every 30 seconds, and the diesel recipe is also 30 seconds. Or the heavy fuel recipe is also 30 seconds, but it requires 2 cells of hydrogen. So we'll go with an MV electrolyzer instead. Yeah, I just wonder if it's better to go with hydrogen gas and put it in a tank and sell it from the tank and cycle the cells into the tank, or just go with liquid all the way through and put the light fuel and heavy fuel into cells instead. Because this... crap. This is a lot more convenient for me. Being able to manage this in it, so the only cell in the recipe... What's up, Alex? I think I do... Yeah, I think I do want this. I want liquid hydrogen. This is just this double cell thing here. Meh, it's just an overcomplication that I think is not necessary. And maybe I'll regret it. Maybe I will. but I don't think I will. So let's go for it. Nice, I'm questing. Look at me. Where do we begin with this? Tanks. Medium voltage, and we want ultra low for cell cycling. Super tank to hold the fuel. Started midterms today. Oh my goodness. Well, good luck. Yeah, get on that grind, baby. That's what I like to hear. Whoa, for the yacht tank, okay. Starts with oil. The light fuel is first. So we need the hydrogen loop right away. I kind of want to set the fuel up first to just get an idea of the space. I don't want this to be a mess. Okay, we might actually overproduce hydrogen a little bit. Maybe we do only need it at LV, because it's only 500 buckets at a time. Maximum fuel efficiency? I think so. And we'll save MB for just the mixer. This is definitely how I did it in my own world. It's all coming back to me. We need chemical reactors. And distilleries. Distilleries. Probably want MV distilleries too. Yeah, I think now that I'm thinking about it, I did mix in MV distilleries. Nah, it's really fast. We don't need it. Okay. Oh, into the new bed. Nice. Still the Granite Palace. Okay. I think we're ready. Light fuel is going to be pretty straightforward, I do believe. Distillery into chemical reactor. The chemical reactor needs to be getting hydrogen. That's going to cycle oxygen cells. This will punt hydrogen right into the chemical reactor to be combined. With cells. Yes, and we're going to get cells of light fuel and fluid hydrogen sulfide. So I need the cells in here, actually. Where's my crowbar? And where I can, my preference is to put the conveyors on and pumps and stuff on the pipes and do import so I can see them. Then it gets hard to remember where they all are if you can't see them. And they end up everywhere, so it's very useful for me anyway. Hydrogen directly in. And the only pity is, in order to cycle the cells well, I need the light fuel to be here. It's not my favorite. I would rather it be right here. But then it gets a little bit, I could go this way with it. Do I want to? I kind of do. Like for routing fuel, it makes no, like once you want to go to the rest of your base, it makes no sense to have your tank on the top of your setup. You can't really go anywhere from there. I think I do. It doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't. Coming from 120, fluid and fluid cells, fluid crafting. Yes, it's very quirky, and it's like, can be a little bit annoying when you're in the throes of it, but after, it's really satisfying to get working though. Like insanely satisfying. I was so proud of myself when I wish I could actually show you this. Maybe I have it back up old enough. I doubt I do. But when I first started pivoting, and at this point in the game, basically that I'm in, attempting to recreate in this creative world, I decided to go with light fuel and then into fuel. And then I also split the fuel production and managed to get polyethylene and polyvinyl chloride, like all set up as part of the same overall line. And it was so satisfying. It made me feel so accomplished to get that done. It was really cool. That's one of the coolest parts about this pack. And there have been a lot of more. That's repeated several times. The first time I got the level maintainers working, that felt so cool. That was with Flatline too, so it was a huge deal. There's so much to learn. Part of the fun and part of the challenge. Yep. All right. It's, you know, it could be nicer looking. We could use a tiny item pipe. Maybe we will. We could also use Ender IO conduit. That would not be a terrible idea. Would you have? You know what you would have? You would have, right? Let's look in the quest book. You would have Ender IO conduits. So you would have fluid. You'd have the ability to have fluid conduits. How do you learn? I can show you Tinker's Construct right now. You know what? Let's take a detour. Bam. I'm assuming you have the stencil table. Where are the rest of the tables? There they are. The part builder. And the tool station. Flint sword blade. And then you also have the pattern chest, I do assume. As requested by the... Yep, okay. So, sword blade. Let me get some patterns. I'm just going to get the sword blade pattern. Into the part builder. You might not actually be able to make a flint sword blade. Let's see if you can. Yeah, you can. I don't want it, though. I want a piece of flint. Yeah, it might not let you make a flint sword blade. Interesting. I think they want you to use the regular flint sword until you... Let me remind myself what the quests say. I think your first sword is actually made of metal. Where is it? Yeah, because you have to use the flint sword, the crap one that you make in the beginning of the game. This one. Yeah. Yeah. So, are you familiar with how to use the smeltery? You know smeltery? Okay, cool. Yeah. So you make the bronze sword. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was trying to think, like, what? Do you not make the flint sword? Yeah, you don't. Your first tinker sword, the bronze sword. I do have a functional smeltery, so if you have any questions, I can pop into the actual world. You know, I find the axe to be quite a useful weapon. I find the axe to be quite useful, as a matter of fact. What's up, Trina? Alright, yeah. Would you have pressurized fluid conduits at MV? Only fluid. When do you get into pressurized fluid conduits? At HV, I see. That's fine. Fluid conduit be just fine. Insert. I don't know if we even active a signal. I guess you actually wouldn't have this when you because this is an LV setup. I'm changing my mind. This is what you set up at LV. So you actually wouldn't have Ender IO conduits, but we'll use Ender IO for the fuel. Because it's going to make it a lot easier. Tiny 10 item pipe? Let's go for that. Okay. So that should do it. All we need now so much of this I need to keep to set up fuel. That can go, that can go. I want my staples. I want to keep my staples. It's basically leaves me keeping everything. Oh my god. I kind of do need all that. I kind of do. Okay. Oil cell. Two pumps. And remind me. Circuit 2. Nice. Nice. If you have any questions, let me know, because we're definitely, while we're working in this world, I'm all for them. And really, anytime. Not just while we're working in this world. But it'll definitely be easier for me to demonstrate things while we're here. Give me a little bit of light fuel. Let's get some piping routing going to our jennies. What shader makes the reflections? I'm using Samps's complementary neon. Ooh. Very nice. You do not have to use a specific block. This particular block is Lave 12, so it's highly reflective, so it's an amplified effect inside this room. But a lot of blocks have reflections. Even the pipes do. You see? It's kind of hard to appreciate on the small surface of the pipe. But yeah, no text, no resource pack or anything required for it, just the shader pack. And you can, if you don't, Samsa is also a GTNH streamer, if you aren't familiar with who he is. He has a Twitch channel. If you, I can put his name in the chat. And his Discord is linked on his Twitch channel, and that's where you can find the shaders. Yup. And where we can, I like to use pumps and conveyors on the pipe so I can see them. Okay. We have a conveyor on export here. So what we want is, let's do 16 empty cells. Oh, right. This needs water also. That's a little bit annoying. We'll have to assume water exists. Yeah, no problem. All right, did this recover on logs? Uh-oh, this is not getting farmed. Why's that? Shouldn't it be? Or is it? Yeah, why aren't you harvesting this? This one seems to be working fine. That's not good. I wonder what's going on. Oh, this is... okay. Oh. Ah. I see, I see. That's a little bit unfortunate because fixing this is going to be hard. Crap. Okay, I'm just gonna have to get some of this stuff back. I need room right now. Right this minute. World Edit Blunder. My bust. There we go. That will do, pig. That will do. And you should both be very happily churning through logs now, right? It will. It'll get happy. I had the pipe on the wrong side because when I copied this over here, pipes are on the other side. Whoopsie. Okay, should be very happily churning along now. You can use diamonds as fuel, really? And what machine would that be? I wonder how fast this is going to generate. I'm actually genuinely curious. I mean, it's going to be 80 liters per second, but is it going to be fast enough to keep up with the recipe? That's basically what I'm asking. And you would absolutely have better ways to do this, but I don't have like multi-power set up right now. But the best way to do this would be like keep your steam, your early starter game steam. That way you still have water supply. So we'll assume that that's actually happened. There we go. Really? I did not know that. I guess I never noticed that. That's pretty funny. And we want liquid hydrogen from this. So circuit 1 with cells. All right, and then we need overflow valves. That way we never stop producing because of oxygen, and same thing for hydrogen sulfide. If you aren't familiar with these are extremely useful for this exact use case. Okay, good. We're getting sulfuric cells in here. All right, this is definitely producing water fast enough to keep up with this recipe. It's very slow. But I do believe we are fueling, or at least light fueling, as soon as we have hydrogen. And we should cell cycle right back over here. Right, we probably need a circuit for this. 4? Oh, dang. I can't get in there to put a conveyor on. Okay. There's the light fuel. Cells are back. Light fuel, sulfuric light fuel, waiting on more hydrogen. Strong. Strong. Do I want to make this MV? I might just. It would be nothing to swap that right now. It does seem to be... Is it? That's 3 cells at a time? Maybe it's not, because this is not super fast either, and it's LV, and everything is intended to be LV. All right, let me see this. Oh! Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, early in the game, diamonds are so... Well, I guess, really, until you have a cutting machine, you can't do anything with diamonds. So you might as well burn a couple, right? Oh, Lee, sorry I missed your message there over there on Twitch, my friend. How you doing? Yeah, you need the cutting machine to do anything with them. So, like, to make armor or spikes or really anything. All right, let's quickly check our logs before we move on. We're going to move on to fuel here. Can harvest, no. Okay, they look so ready. You look ready, my friends. Yes, 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 yes. That's much better. Much better. Was this off? Should never be off. Good. How we doing here? Still only 4. Is it? It's not even. It's not even 4. This is complete overkill, but ready for the future, I suppose. Upgrading these coils. Probably, but the intention here is to set up the most basic possible version to explain how it works. This will be for a beginner's guide video. So this is the very easiest way you could set up light fuel in my view. No wood farm required, completely independent. But I will make the point, because you bring up a good point, that there are many ways to acquire these input items. This is far from the best way to do it, but it's a way that works and is very, very easy to set up. But yeah, I'll actually suggest that very method, because the methane loop is pretty crazy for hydrogen with distilled water too. Isn't that? I didn't get into this until a lot later, obviously, but can't you... What's the distilled water trick? What am I doing with this? It's in my... We can check when we get over to the main world. Am I using it for methane somehow? I don't think so. What am I doing? I'll check when we get to the main world. I'm doing something with that for Hog, for like an emergency hydrogen production, maybe? I think that is it. Emergency hydrogen. All right, we're making gains. Now, when you're ready to scale to MV, that's for the fuel. We need oil to deal with oil sands and get heavy fuel from that. I believe that is a centrifuge that we'll need for that. Yes. No need to go beyond LV for this, it does appear. So that's the oil sands. And then basically it's just more of the same. Do I need MV to get this, though? No. Oh, we do. Yeah, we do, because we're going to be using heavy oil to get it. So MV Distillery. Need the basic distillery as well. This time we will go MV for oxygen and hydrogen. And I think that should do it. It's crazy. One of the real advantages to fuel is how much less involved the setup is. Like, this would be a pretty big expense at the point in the game where you're ready to make your first major power. And so this wouldn't be as bad, and you can do it a little bit earlier. But it's still pretty pricey on steel, which would be taking you a very long time to acquire at the point where you're making this stuff. But fuel, on the other hand, is a very small footprint by comparison. And we're going to emphasize that point by building it in the back of this enormous room so you can look all the way into the room and see it. Oh, man. Not that. It's not what I wanted at all. That. Let's do the same thing over here for visual consistency's sake. If I had any steam production over here, I guess I could, it's in creative mode, so I could probably figure out a way to just generate free steam. I would definitely be using the water pump for this, and I'll make that point as well. Sai told me about the water pump today, and it's great. It's freaking great. I definitely should have made it. I think I got to like 8 or maybe 9. Like, I had 1 extra to produce water for Thaumcraft or something. Like, automatically filling the cauldrons. But pretty minimal water investment for me because I pivoted to fuel or light fuel and fuel so quickly in the main world. All right, there we go. Hello? Are we not producing any water? Oh. Output side was blocking, of course. Okay. That needs medium voltage fluid tank on the top. That's going to cell cycle oxygen. Allow input. All right, there's hydrogen and oxygen. All right, Chili Pond. Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all. Yeah, tomorrow morning. I've already got it a draft upload ready. So tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm going to hit upload, and then we'll start the stream at 8 a.m. Hopefully I can be high energy in the morning. Oh, God. The true test. Okay, I'm going to wait for a second. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Obviously, we basically need a repeat setup of this to end up with light fuel. And then we need the heavy fuel coming. I mean, we could basically do this exact thing except for at MV, and I think that's exactly what we're going to do. The only difference is, are we going to have room for this? We are, yeah. This hydrogen is going to have to come down and go to another machine. That's the only difference in these setups. How long is this recipe? 30 seconds. It's pretty long. Yeah, I think we'll do the whole setup at MV here, except for the centrifuge for oil sands, because I think that's going to be plenty fast. So your limit at this point would definitely be your ability to produce oil. Distillery. All right, that's light fuel. The mixer will go right here. All right, and then diesel. We can do both cells. That actually would not be a terrible way to go. But I only want to have to send cells back to one location. So one of these will be, we'll do cells with the light fuel. Or wait. Oh, so their light fuel's already going to be produced in cells. Let's do cells with the heavy fuel. We'll do direct import of light fuel liquid. So we'll be cell cycling right there. Chemical reactor right there. Centrifuge for oil sands. Super full inventory, my goodness. It's going to be for sand, and that's import on oil sands. Dear God, we're so full. This is going to give us liquid heavy fuel, though, isn't it? Heavy oil, I meant. It is. And we're going to be having liquid hydrogen. So we actually, this needs to be moved over. We'll need a cell cycle once again. Good Lord, it's so full. What am I even looking for? This. Import. This will be Item auto output. Export pump. Two conveyors on export allowing input. Cycle cells here. We're going to get cells. I can't cell cycle both ways. That's actually problematic. Yeah, I'm left with the need to cycle cells in both directions. What's the solution to that? I think I know what it is. Please delete. What's wrong with you? Lord. I think it's this right here. Does this seem a little bit crazy? It does. We're going to cell cycle between these two, pump into this, and then cell cycle between these two. How elegant of a solution. Genius level solution right there. Okay. So this is in need of a pump. Or excuse me, not a pump. A conveyor on import. That's going to auto output sand. That's going to pump fuel into this. Which will export cells into that. All right, one second. I need my nighttime instructions. Hold on one sec. Okay, I think I did this right. Get out of here. You know what? Be gone. You, gone. You hold tight. I might want this. So, liquid oil sands filled with cells. Cells get put in here. We're going to make sulfuric heavy fuel in here. No, we're not. That needs... What have I done? I've missed an entire machine. That wants to be a distillery. Can I reconcile? I think I've screwed the pooch on this badly. I think I did. God, how many times am I going to rebuild this? 33? Super big mistakes were made. That does need to be a chemical reactor. And that needs to be an ultra-low voltage fluid tank. And this needs to be a distillery. And we don't need to buffer. The distillery can deal with fluids directly. Thank God. Centrifuge. So oil sand input. Centrifuged into liquid heavy fuel, which is distilled into sulfuric heavy fuel, which is celled and put in here to be combined with liquid oxygen, which will make cells of, yes. So that's what we need. Export. Cells cycling here. Export pump. Insanity is happening. Export pump. No. Conveyor cycling. Allow import. Allow import. So now, liquid light fuel will arrive here. Cells of heavy fuel will arrive here. They will be mixed into Fuel Santana. Yo, Pingu, what's going on? And Greg, how yous doing? Absolutely, you can allow imports with conveyors, just like you can allow input from output side on the side of a machine. And I believe that's it. I believe that's Fuel Santana. If anybody gets that reference, you're a legend. Someone tell me if you do. Fuel Santana. Does anyone know what I'm talking about when I say that? All right, I think this is it. I'm just making so we're doing a set pieces for the beginner's guide. We've got 3 different options for your power pivot when you're ready to transition from your steam boilers at the start of the game. The first is Railcraft steam boilers. Yep, exactly, Pingo. So we got a nice little steam setup here. This is absurdly productive on Steam. It's so ludicrously powerful on Steam. You can't even withdraw all the steam at MV. You would need HV pumps to get it all out. There's 3 connection points with huge pipes with MV pumps, and I can't even come close to getting all the steam out. Not even close. So it's crazy productive. And then next door, we've got benzene. A nice little setup. I'm a little bit miffed at not needing more fluid extractors. I was expecting to need a lot more. But to me, it seems like 3 or 4, probably 4 would be plenty, and not 6. And 2 distilleries, and we're just cranking benzene. It's glorious. And easy to upgrade to. Like, as soon as you can get better coils, you put better coils in, and suddenly you need all these fluid extractors. So, bam. And then lastly, my favorite, the chosen power, the one we will actually be using in the guide. Diesel. And mostly, I'm going to go with it. A, it's very familiar, although I've struggled to get this set up. I do not have the ash recycling. My plan for that is to actually shout out Threefold and direct people to his video to see the specifics on how to deal with ash. And one of the points that I'm making as part of this video that I think is really important for beginners, and you can tell me if you agree or disagree. I'd love to have feedback on this, but I think this is really important, is that power, as soon as you start dealing with something like this, power becomes your main priority. And I'm going to talk about that through a concept called critical path, which if you're in software or anything like that, you probably know exactly what that is. But the idea is, like, there's this big web of things that you can do once you set your power up, but the only thing you must do is keep your power running. So I'm going to make that point and say, like, you can get a lot of cool stuff by dealing with ash, but this is about making power work. So we're trashing it. Critical path. Critical path is, do I have a surplus of benzene? If I don't, I don't give a crap about the ashes. I want to fix the lack of surplus on benzene. So anyway, that's the point I'm trying. I just really want to nail that into the heads of a beginner player, because you can really mess around and get distracted and just screw yourself. I learned that the hard way. Oh, did I trash my glass? I did a lot of waiting in the early game, and there's always stuff to do, right? But I could have made my waiting a lot more efficient. And certainly on a second playthrough, I'm going to be so much more efficient and do things so differently. So differently. All right, let's give this a testaroo. We need to fuel up. We need also to connect hydrogen to the other LCR. That would be a good idea. I think that wants to auto item output. Yeah. Okay. Hydrogen for you, my friend. And you haven't started yet because you don't have power. That would all make perfect sense. Okay. Not you. You. This irks me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. To have to do this right here. But we're gonna do it. A little bit crowded in here, wouldn't we say? I can't wrench the... Oh, no. I can't allow that. Ever. A little tight. It's a little tight, but that's all right. We like it a nice compact setup. Nothing wrong with it. Oh, no, no, no. Yuck. Okay, I think that should do it. Please do it. Please. Please. Do me that solid. All right, there's a start. Circuit 1. No. that not right? It is right. You're not getting fuel? You're not. Of course you're not. All things have explanations. You're still not getting fuel. What's going on? Oh, I know exactly what's going on. Now, let there be power. Wait a minute. It's actually 100 seconds. It's outperforming the distillery over here, it looks like. I was expecting... Why did I have it in my head that this was going to take 30 seconds and not 50? Okay, it all went to one chemical reactor. I guess that means we need to wait and let this get full. Big chillin' for a second. Does it need more? Oh, crap, you're right. I put it in completely the wrong spot. You're 100% right. Yes. I also put the sun directly above. This is something I would never do in my actual world. But it's at exactly 12 noon when it's noon, which it currently is, as you can see it in the left-hand side of the screen there. Which is kind of cool for the way these rooms are set up, but it would be terrible in my real world because there's so many things that angular light is so important to. But it's kind of neat to have like this spotlight shine through. A future styling, maybe. Give me that. You know what? Just give me it. Makes me feel better that there's some in there. Alright, we just gotta sit tight for a second. Let hydrogen do its thing. It might not be enough hydrogen here. I guess we'll find out when everything else starts working. Got a little... Forgot MV machines have a 32 bucket capacity. Sorry, it's going to be limited. Fuel has its downsides. One of them is that it's slow. And I think that's the trade-off for it being easy. Yeah, if the goal weren't do this in the most simple possible way to make it easy to explain, I think... Was it Vermesia that even suggested it? I think it was. Yeah, it was. About the methane route being way easier to scale for hydrogen. Like tree farm, get wood gas. Bam. True. True. Dang, I should mention that. Like little tips on how to supplement all the stuff that you're trying to make. Because at LV, you're kind of stuck. You're like basically going to be electrolyzing water. But once you get to MV, you've got all the options. You could be doing all sorts of things to get hydrogen. You might even have gone, like if you're a true Chad, you might have gone crops already. If you're getting red stone lilies. And you know what really, Nia's World Tour was so crazy, but one of the things that really blew my mind was the ore pigs from Thaumcraft. Like setting that up early if you could somehow kind of not cheat, but luck your way into all the stuff you need for getting into Thaumcraft early, like 7 or 8 bits of stainless steel and a few steel and a couple of aluminum. Those ore pigs were crazy. Getting like hundreds of thousands of iron by the time you're at the end of LV. I wonder why it's not sharing. Why isn't it? Shouldn't it split? Maybe it's because it's immediately after it exits the tank. And if it were splitting anywhere else, it would actually split them logically. But everywhere else where I have pipes that split, it actually splits. Like exactly half goes in each direction. And then if there's further splits, it splits that half, and then half, and then half. So if you have too many splits, the very last thing on the line will fill very slowly. That's something you notice with Steam, for sure, when you're moving water and stuff around. But is this a way to bypass that behavior? Certainly does not seem to be splitting it at all. Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna cheat some hydrogen in to make this faster. Give me that. Why am I waiting, you might be asking? And that is a perfectly valid question. We're in creative mode. What am I doing? Farewell. Oh, that's actually a very good question. Which way is the output facing? It's facing backwards. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. And what would be happening otherwise? What we need to happen is for it to face into that. You're 100% correct. 100%. Okay, and let me get also some oil cells. That needs to be on circuit 2. Okay, and apparently I did not conveyor these at all, because this is going to want a cell cycle into here. Bam, bam. Allow input. Allow input. $16 cells for you. Circuit 4. All right, fluid auto output and the cells. Where do I need the cells to go? Back here? I think so. We're gonna absolutely chad this and use all GregTech pipes. For you, Greg. For you. I was tempted to use Ender IO. I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna resist the temptation. It's strong. It's very strong. And we'll be pumping light fuel into this mixer. And I do believe that's gonna be... You don't seem to want to export. Why is that? Hello? cover north. There's no conveyor on it. That would explain that. Export, please. Light fuel. Cells are back. All right, that's going to work. Now we need some oil sands. Oh, baby, look at me go. Look at it. Look at it. It's glorious. Oh, man, look. Tools and pipes only. That's exactly the state we want to be in this world. Import? Auto output the fluid. Conveyor the sand. And heavy oil in a distillery. Circuit 1. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. I have a feeling. I'm feeling good. It accumulates very slowly. It's fine. Oh, this song is super vibe. I wish I could see the items. I don't know why I can't. It's very strange. But who cares, really? Yeah, boy, howdy, that is slow. Kind of forgot about this. But once you get to cetane and I'm pumping everything from bees, and I'm not pumping fuel anymore, it's all so fast and automatic that I just forgot about this. Steam is honestly like still by far the best option, I think, in terms of productivity at this point in the game. But one tier from now, these both become significantly better options. Get the actual distillation tower. And if you care to piddle with long-distance fluid piping, I never did that. I feel like it could be actually kind of useful for moving fluids around within your base at that point in the game. But I never did it for actually bringing oil back because it seemed like such a chore to reorient the long-distance piping every time you move the pump, which I did very often. Maybe 10 or 12 or even 15 oil spouts in the early game. And basically, always at least one miner on oil sands until I didn't need it anymore at HV. Recipes. That's what we want. Circuit 4. Wait. You don't have a place for the hydrogen sulfide to go, do you? We're going to need to remedy that. Post-hastiously. We're getting pipe foresty right now. We're doing it large. Still looks kind of neat. It's not pure chaos. I don't mind pure chaos, though. I don't even mind it. Yes. True. You're not wrong about that. A little spaghetti is just, especially at this point in the game, it's basically unavoidable. I feel like this is about as neat as it could possibly be. Maybe you could get a little more clever than I did with the cell cycling. Like this, especially. Like if I tanked hydrogen and like somewhere in here and put hydrogen in cells and then did the other recipes and sent cells into this tank to drop hydrogen sulfide off, maybe that would work better. Okay, and this required circuit 4. Okay, and now we just need to cell cycle the fuel in and out of the mixer, and that's it. It should produce liquid fuel, right? Yes, and cells, which we can send back into this tank. Okay, yeah, this is gonna work. Oh, it's already got conveyors. Nice. Okay, so all it needs is these. Circuit 6. There we go. Now, I guess the question is this fuel positive? It looks like it, but we're going to stop bringing fuel in quite quickly. Maybe we're not. This is really slow, though. All right, last check. Is this actually going to make a surplus of fuel with everything running at MV? It should. But I guess we're going to find out. We got to monitor for just a moment. I think so. Another minute here. Just be sure. Make sure we've done a good thing. Don't be giving out crap advice. Taking a big swing, giving out any advice. So many ways to do things in GTNH. It's easy to be wrong. It's definitely not quite how I did it. Not quite. It's more or less, but not quite. Oh, yeah. Look at us go. Inventory ready? I think that calls it. Let's make us a rocket. What do we think? Give me just a moment. Server's already running, so we just need to start up the right client. Good idea. If you're going to have a creative world or a test world, which is really, I've recently come to the realization that I should have had that the entire time. Most of my creative project stuff for GTNH has been building, like experimenting with blocks and stuff. If you're going to have a creative world, though, do it in a different client, like make a copy of your GTNH installation if you use Prism or MultiMC. Because if you end up scanning for ore and you have worlds that have the same name, you can mix up the ore map. Very annoying. And I think not easy to fix without completely removing your ore map and starting it over. Oh, Cat and Vin's base. What a sick... This is such a good base. Such a good block combination. Also really cool. It's like retro futuristic. It's very cool. It lives. Let me in. I have no idea where we are. I have no idea where we left off. I know we were in the middle of making the rocket. No weird stuff going on with the client? Okay, good. We have tier 1 heavy-duty plates on our person. Okay. Okay. Refresher. Refresher. We're here. Okay, large oxygen tanks wouldn't be a bad idea, but let's focus on the rocket. We need 38 tier 3 heavy duty plates. Okay, and I think this is everything I needed to do what I need to do. Am I right about this? Plate me. I think we made the keyboard. I'm pretty sure the keyboard, that might be the last thing we did. Oh, I didn't make one. Oh, it's... I asked for 2. That's fine. We'll make 2. What's this waiting on? Scheduled, huh? Seems weird. What's stopping you here? What? I'm not sure what was going on. Oh, it's not able to push the extra. Interesting. It was sitting in there with a stack of buttons and it wouldn't put any more buttons in because of blocking mode, I'm pretty sure. Interesting. So we need like an assembler none that doesn't have blocking mode turned on. There's the keyboard. Okay. At least we know why it was stuck. Oh, reliable blocking mode with a flaw. All right, surely to God, we're good on tier 1 plates. We need 38 of the tier 3 plates. How do we acquire those? Dash plates and molten plutonius. A half ingie a piece. So I need 19 platinum ingots. Hey, what's up, man? Well, it's going to be uploaded tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Maybe a little bit before. That's going to be the Steam Age. And we just spent some time, actually just hopped into the world here. We're setting up some power examples for the video that's going to come, not after Steam. We're going to do LV after Steam, and then after LV, before MV. I have 2 videos planned. One is a guide on how to handle power, the options that you have, steam, benzene, and fuel. And then also talk a little bit about some of the other stuff that GTNH has going on. And also give some building tips during that video. We got all the dash plates we could ever want. I think we needed 4 a piece for these. Is that right? Yeah. And then the second video I have planned is to talk about the basics of magic. With a lot of help from Neoven, who is an absolute genius when it comes to magic and GTNH in general, but especially magic. It's truly mind-blowing, the things that she knows. What's up, E-Pony? Well and truly. It's just like shocking to see Thaumcraft so well used. Oh, okay, I might have made a blunder here. Be gone. I don't know what I was doing there. I hope I didn't need that 72 molten tungsten steel, though. Circuit 1, yeah. Yeah. All right, that should be our tier 3s. I guess we only needed 7 tier 2s. That looks like 8 tier 2s to me. Yeah, we need some more tier 2s. Let's just make a... we have lots of tier 1s. So we can afford tier 2s. And that's what we were doing with them. Okay. Meteoric iron. I'm glad we have a fair amount. Let's plate that up. Get plated. Tungsten steel. Oh, we're down to 1,000 tungsten steel that's cooked. It's working on remedying it, but it's going to take a while. This is very, very slow. I actually don't remember... What were we doing that required so much tungsten steel? Make another 32 of these. Yeah, that'll work. Yo, Isobreen, how you doing? Yeah, it's long. It's long. Okay, tier 3s are underway. Tier 2s can be made here. Wait, no they can't. We're gonna run out of power. Yeah, crap. They'll get made when those are done. More Moni. Oh, you playing Moni? Great pack. I'm actually really excited to play that. Maybe I'll do it in multiplayer too. I had a great time playing with Sci-Fighter, playing Sevtech. I can't wait to play more of that. We're not in a hurry to play. You know, it's like completely schedule dependent, and two people trying to find time to play together, that can always be hard. So we're in no hurry. But man, that was a lot of fun. The force multiplier of two people is so crazy. We made it through all of the tutorial age in Sevtech Ages, which if you never played that pack, the tutorial is maybe the longest age, honestly. That's an exaggeration, but there's a lot of little chores to do, and we just slammed it in like 6 hours. It was crazy. First MV experience? Oh man, you're gonna love it. I was just bragging on you, Niev, and that's what I was doing. Talking about how I'm planning a Thaumcraft episode that's largely constructed of your genius. You finished Moni Expert not too long ago? Really fun, but in-game, post-tier 11 is really awkward. Ah. I see, yeah. Oh, nothing wrong with that. You're enjoying yourself. 275 hours. That's how it took me 300 to go to the moon in GTNH and get AE, and we're currently 1,196 hours in, and I'm like halfway through IV maybe, so I'm way behind the pace of other players. But a lot of that has to do with how we build. We build ridiculously. Here's the base. If you've never seen it. Yeah. Pretty ludicrous. So we spent a lot of time doing that. And of course, the Hall of Heroes. Always love going to visit that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, baby. And there she is. PogChamp of PogChamps. Thaumaturge. Master. Blood Magic. Alchemist. Britannia. Know her. Legend. Just finished 32 Cooper Nickel coils. Oh, baby. Oh, man, you're going to be able to do so much with that. I wonder how our osmium's doing in all this time that I've spent piddling making this tier 3 rocket and letting the server run. Have we stacked osmium? How you doing, big man? Half Dan. My dog. I can't wait to do more lore with you. More lore. I mean, we've gotten 3? That's better than I was expecting, I'm going to be honest. Soon enough, I'm going to cook 9 osmium blocks and make the osmium B. And then our problems will be solved. Actually, will they? Will they indeed be solved? They will. They will indeed be solved. Yep. Osmium will become a joke. Away. If I manage to break that plunger, that's a tungsten steel plunger. If I manage to break that plunger, I do not have all the 2-7 auto crafting multis. You haven't missed a single thing. We left off in the middle of the tier 3 rocket craft, and that's exactly where we're picking back up. You haven't missed a single thing. So once we get back from our excursion, we'll be rewarded. And you have a role to play in the lore. You're going to direct us to find a lost civilization amongst the tier 3 planets. And we shall be rewarded and directed further to revisit Thaumcraft, indeed. And then after we revisit Thaumcraft, I think we will revisit autocrafting. But I think the Thaumcraft pivot will let us pivot on from the Founders over to the Seekers. And they'll have a different sort of idea about the sort of things we should be doing in the world. The Founders are about balance. Efficiency and balance, as Cat and Vin so aptly required of us. The Seekers, they're going to be about something else. Oh, yes. Experience, maybe, and how to use it to uber enchant.
You serious?
Why, yes, I am. And the reason we need that is because I require a looting 20 diamond spike. Indeed. I second that. Absolutely. We will have all of them and more. And we will have Grandmaster Energy Absorbers on auto-crafting. We will have Apiary Strains with all of the goodies that we need to make more Apiary Strains. And also Grandmaster Energy Absorbers. I think I'm going to increase the rate of our Wisp farm because as we do more Thaumcraft, we're going to need some free Essentia until we get... Yes, yes! Someone finally used it. Thank God. Yes, thank you. That's one of my favorite ones. I love that movie too. I think I want to increase the rate on the Wisp farm though, because until we get the Apiary strain, some of those Essentia are a little bit awkward to get, and the Wisp farm is currently quite slow. Even though it's 2 Wisp spawners. We can get more Wisp spawners too. But I'm so excited. After seeing your base, I like... All I really want to do is just go into Thaumcraft right now. We're gonna grit our teeth and do this moon trip, or this tier 3 rocket trip, and maybe some mining and things while we're there. Yes, go. But it just boggled my mind to see all those things, and I really want most of them. It really is. It's so good. I mean, all of them are the way. I mean, you put them in Neoven's hands, and they're all ridiculously overpowered. In my hands, we'll see. We'll see. I imagine we can make a little bit of hay, but exactly how much hay will probably be determined by how much help I'm able to get from Neoven and Discord. I still have Volance's World Tour 2, and I have him explaining how the Thaumcraft automation works with the Infusion Claw and some of that other goofy stuff. And we're ready for the primal. We're ready for the pure tier 2. We have the Osmeridian now. We have everything we need. Nether Stars, Ender, Eyes of Ender. No, it's just absurd. It's just absurd, and it looks so cool. Honestly, after seeing your base, the thing I wish the most was that Railcraft was less glitchy, because that train system was so dang cool. Yeah, next run, I think I'm just gonna adventure and loot until I have everything I need to beeline Thaumcraft before I even get to LV. And make my mission acquire and utilize as much as possible as I can wrap my head around from Thaumcraft exactly when it becomes available, and try to make it like a really key part. Yeah, and there's the wireless comparator and stuff too, which is really cool. I've seen some vac nuke setups that use that, which I may at some point. I don't know. Hog seems to be doing a-okay, so I don't know if we'll need anything before we get to fusion, but if we do, it's going to be a vac nuke. And that floating clock from Britannia was really cool too. If it's at all easy to make, it's got to be better than the timer, because the timer sucks to make before you have automation. Oh, baby. Why do we only have 24 tier? Didn't I put 38 of these in there? Okay. Wait. What?
Enhance. Enhance. Enhance.
Okay, I'm like on the verge of a mental break right now. I'm so doubting myself. Did I not just see that this was said 24? That hurt. My head is hurting right now. I could be going senile. It's highly possible. Don't tell my wife about that. Don't tell my wife about that. Is that a sign that I need some caffeine? Oh. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, this feels like a lot of plates. The right amount, I'm not sure. A lot, definitely. And I need some caffeine, because that was bad. That was bad. I'll be right back. Zoinks. Oh. I've recently switched. I mean, this is not recently. But I was completely addicted to Diet Mountain Dew for many, many, many years, more than a decade. And in the last, I don't know, 3 months, I stopped drinking Diet Mountain Dew and started drinking Diet Dr. Pepper. And during the throes of my Diet Mountain Dew addiction, I always drank cans. I can't and I recently switched to bottles of Diet Dr. Pepper, and I really, really like it. It's much better for my teeth, first of all. As an old man, I actually have to worry about that. Not that it's good for my teeth. Soda's not good for your teeth. Especially diet soda with aspartame in it, which Diet Dr. Pepper does have. But it doesn't have yellow 5, and that feels like an improvement, right? We're just trying to, like, I don't know. What is this? Can I make that? I don't have stainless screws, but I have everything else. What about this? I have this. Okay. What did I lack? The thing in the middle? A cathode, conductive plate, and redstone torch. I have some conductive plates. That makes me pleased. I have redstone torches as well. Wouldn't have guessed. Wouldn't have guessed. Let me have some of those. We'll make us a nose cone. I don't know. What do you recommend? I was kind of just going to throw a dart and go and get whatever I need. I know I need some... The quest book requires me to get some ores. Europa, this is where I really want to go for lore reasons, but I don't think we should go here first, right? Maybe we save that for last. We go throw some miners down on these other planets and then go exploring for lost civilizations. I need to go actually collect my mining rig and maybe even make a second mining rig and all the accoutrements. That's pretty funny. I'm farming this. I don't have any UU matter, but I could get some. They wait and tell you this at IV? What? Yeah, Naquata is really what I'm after. Not that I want to do the Naklon just yet, but I do need Naquata to get the precise assembler, which I do want. That's going to be key to our revisit to auto crafting. Callisto Ice I need for the tier 4 rocket. Ledox I need for the tier 4 rockets. What's Rubracium for? Yeah, but I need a little bit of Naquata for the precise assembler. And you know how bad we want that precise assembler. You've been there the whole time. We've been pining for it. Pining, I tell you. What kind of screws are those? Stainless steel screws? Let me have some of those. Oh, okay. I definitely want that. I think sneaking away from Monline, I don't really want to take on a huge tech project again until after we revisit auto crafting. Unless I have to. Like, if we're forced to do something about power before then we're going to do something about power before then. Let's not be a fool. I just pined about how important it is to prioritize power as the main thing. So let's let the main thing be the main thing. Oh, right. I happen to have an extra buggy seat and a frequency module. How do you like them apples? Compressed copper plate, steel pole, tier 1 rocket engine. All right, so I need some compressed coal and some compressed copper. I'm pretty sure I have these other things. I think this requires some weird thing too, and not coal. We're gonna find out here in a second, though. Copper? Could I have 2,000 copper, please? You can make it through all of LUV with... Really? Maybe I'll consider that. I have a little bit of a guide on how to do Monline from Volants. At least an inventory of all the machines you need. But again, now that we understand how to use the level maintainers, I don't... It's so much less expensive on machines to use them that I'm just like... I don't see any reason not to use them for everything. As long as they're on subnetworks and it's, you know, they're relatively safe. All right, and what do we need for compressed coal? Blocks of coal. Okay, we can do blocks of coal. Questing. Wait, did I get the... I got the quests for the plates and stuff, right? Okay, yes. Good. We're questing. We're questing. Digester and dilution tank. Ooh, fun. New machines. A little bit more coal. I can't wait to have the multi-block compressor as well. I'm going to sit here and hand stuff this machine like an absolute jabron. I see. I see. That some clarity there would actually be good because it does make it seem like, along with, obviously you can't not do the plat line at this point. I put it off, I think, as long as you possibly can. You're darn tootin'. But it's good. That's good to know. I'm definitely gonna delay so that we can pivot into Thaumcraft safely. And broadly, like other magic broadly. Other things. Maybe some more blood magic? Setting up cool things. That's basically what I want to do. I would set up magic mirrors just to have a way to get to the Hall of Heroes. That it could even be a gift from you as a reward for getting back from the from Ross B, having discovered ancient and lost civilizations, and maybe even bringing home some Grandmaster energy absorbers for free, or regular energy absorbers for free. I would take those too. You reward us with the knowledge of mirror magic, you know, and we could even teleport like right to your spot. That could be the reward. It's like you can come here, but it has to be right here. Celestial Gateway. What were you using? It's same. What were you using for same dimension transport? Was that the Celestial Gateway? Okay, Pog. All right, that's what we'll go for then. I'll have to do copious research to understand how to do it, but we will. We're almost full-time as a content creator now. Almost. It was going to be February, but I agreed as a special favor because I got a special favor to even have the job I was doing. So I agreed to stay until May 1st. So I'm on a very limited schedule with my outside of content professional life. It's just like 2 to 2.5 days a week. So yeah, we can still get 40 hours of content creation per week for sure. We definitely did last week. Last week was like 75 hours. Celestial Gateway for overworld travel. Planar Gateway to the moon. And teleposers from there. Oh my god. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Encyclopedic knowledge of the Thaumonomicon. and the adjacent magic mods. It's literally ridiculous. I can't wait to put those clips in the magic video. It's gonna blow people's minds. So anyone who doesn't think that the Thaumcraft side content is worth it, wait until you see the beginner's guide to magic and the clips from Neoven's world. It's so cool. It's just so the world moves. That's the coolest part. The world moves. You see, like, all these machines are cool, but they sit still. They don't do anything. They just run. But Thaumcraft, there's so much motion to it. It's so neat. Yeah, you do. You do. You're like the most effective preacher of the gospel of magic that I've ever heard. And I'm not even a magic hater. I dig magic. But not to your level, though. It's literally mind-blowing. It's completely insane. I got to know. We gotta find some sweet music for the magic portions, too. Very thematic. Now that we've pivoted to Epidemic Sound... And God bless Approaching Nirvana. I'm still going to use them as if I can, as often as I can, because they're amazing and generous of spirit, and that's just they're my musical spirit animal. So I'm going to still try to find a way, but the copyright problems are really frustrating, and I'm sure they're just as frustrated by it as I am. It's a YouTube auto copyright detection thing, but yeah. Anyway, the point is, Epidemic Sound seems pretty foolproof. None of my videos have been claimed. I have a registration with them through my paid account with them that like pre-lists my YouTube channel as approved. So I don't ever expect to have a problem with their music. And that's not because I care. Like, the money is trivial. It's not about the advertising revenue. It's about the reach. If YouTube can't monetize fully on your videos, they do not recommend them, and you can see that very evidently in fact, I can even show you. Look at this. Let me just get a view where I'm not gonna reveal anything too crazy. Okay, here we go. This is my library of the videos that I've uploaded. So these are the most recent ones. You can see there's no restrictions on them. But this one, and you can see the trend. Like, it was trending up. You know, this was a big video, so I expect this was one that we made for this reason. And then we started trending up in count, and we ran into no copyright problems. And then we ran into a sharing thing, and look at how badly it affected the reach. And you can see it if I went into the video analytics, which I'm not going to do because some of my information's in there. You can see, like, even the impressions are down by like 800% compared to the previous video, and it's absolutely due. And it's not even a full claim. I'm revenue sharing, and this is all from Approaching Nirvana. So anyway, we don't need to dwell on this, but the point is, it just started to get under my teeth, and Epidemic Sound doesn't seem to have that problem. So I love Approaching Nirvana. What? Is this not correct? Clearly not. What did I do wrong here? I love them. Bless them. I will still listen to their music on stream, but I don't know if I'll use it in videos anymore. Makes me a little sad, but I think it's necessary. What was I even looking at? It's bugger me timbers. Oh, that's doing what I want. Is it? It's not? What's happening? No. Oh, I thought I could. Can I redirect hoppers? I thought I could. Where's this dust coming from? That's weird. The machine can export into a hopper's tip? Weird. Triple plate me then. That's what I get for being it. I can't help myself. I just can't. And we were coal plates. We didn't get. Oh wait, I didn't. That's right. Did I even see that I have some? No. No. Okay. All right, we're doing proper things. Right things are being done. I think I need some molten stainless steel for this. What was this for? Right, this. It was for this. For compressed alloy something something. Coal, dual aluminum, dual bronze. I don't have any... Okay. Let's get a bit of that. Man, these are slow. I should have just encoded this. What was I thinking? Idiot. What else is new? I think I only need 2 of these, but I'm going to make some extras. Just seems like a good idea. I should do. Oh my god, it's still not done? You serious? There we go. Nice. Oh my god, and I've said this a couple of times, but it bears repeating. Reliving the early game, making the beginner's guide was so fun. It was so nostalgic for like every little tiny improvement. How good it felt to get the forge hammer in Steam and get 3 ingots to 2 plates. And just that 50% improvement. Or 25% improvement, I should say. Felt so massive, given the amount of copper you were having to mine and stuff to get wires and all that. Oh my god. It was like, felt completely life-changing in those moments. It was so good. It's like inarguably something that GTNH has gotten exactly right. Oh, okay, that was fast. What was that called again? Some sort of alloy? Yeah. Now we burned through some TNT now. We sure have. But all right, there's those. We also now have compressed copper plates, so we should be grooving. I think we need steel rods for this. Steel poles. How do we acquire steel poles? Compressed steel plates and an extruder bolt. I'm sure we have an extruder bolt, right? We indeed have an extruder bolt. What? What did I miss there? I missed that it takes 2 of the plates to make 1 bolt. That's what I missed. Well, it looks like we'll need some more steel poles. What do you know? And we need 3 of these rockets. Activity detector cover. Iron, lead, redstone torch. We could absolutely autocraft all of this, but it's more fun to do it this way. Exactly. It's only rocket science. We're not doing neurosurgery here like we are in the rest of GTNH. 2 ingots of lead apiece. I can make that work. All right, there's the activity detector covers. Steel firebox casings. That seems like something I should probably be able to make. Of course I can't. What is that? Assembler 13? There's no possible chance I have that recipe in code, or I have an assembler with that circuit. Absolutely none. A few of those. Compressed steel plate and steel rings. Cool. Give me some steel rings if you would. I'm sure you wouldn't mind. I know, exactly. Exactly. And it's good for the montages too. To have a little bit of manual crafting in there, here and there. Like running to and fro, doing this and that. It's good. Otherwise, I was actually really worried about that, and I feel like I found a decent balance of, like setting up machines versus, like clicking in AE versus actually running around here and there. And I do like to have some running around. Right, I know how to acquire fuel. How do I acquire a filled fuel canister? Using a fuel loader to fill them? Hmm. I don't remember how to make those. Surely, obviously I've made them before. Does the quest book tell me? I'm sure it does. Oh, I didn't do these quests. I should have done them. We have this. Oops. It's not that important. This. How do I fill these darn canisters? Where's the quest for that? There must be one, right? That looks like the quest, but... Oh, in the refinery. In the refinery. Or the fluid canner. Oh, I want a lighter. A Zippo lighter? Fluid canner, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Man, it's been a while. It's like ancient history, it feels like at this point. Last time we had to do that. Oh, aye. All right, I think that's all three that we need. Tier 1 lander. All right, we're missing a bunch of this. This could be a little bit of a problem, actually. Ooh. Uh-oh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Ooh, this is going to be nothing. We're in the right place to do something about that, though, aren't we? My bad. Never fixed my view, either. Amateur hour over here. Good. Got our magnet on. I have farmed this place to absolute death, it appears. There we go. Here we go. You're right. Investments will be made in the near-term future. Man, I came in here and cheaped out and only took the big pieces. We're going to refarm. It's like leaving a floating tree. This is a cardinal sin of the game. Never do this. Ever. Look at me. I've left them everywhere. Oh my. You know what we're going to do? The exact same thing again. Give me all these. I think we need a bunch of cotton anyway for the new thermal padding. Although we can shred our existing thermal padding. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Let's go solve our cotton problem. Yeah, I kind of only want to use the EEC, excuse me, for blood magic. Is that insane? At the very least, we won't have to do this again. By the time when we come back here, that compressed chest down there will probably be full of cotton. Yeah, we got a while before we have to worry about that though, right? So we can have some fun in the meantime. I think Ender Pearls do have a return on the energy absorbers. Maybe? I think the quest tells you like all the different things you can use. All right, that should get us going. For whatever we need right now, the parachute and whatever else, I think that should be plenty for that. And it is cheaper to make it like this. What about string? Two cotton for each string in the assembler. I still have a... I wonder if he's still alive. Longest surviving mob of the whole world right here. He's in there. He lives on. Yeah, this is our Ender Pearls right here. Haven't really needed them for very much. Ender Pearls. I actually can't remember the last thing I even needed them for, other than like quantumize in very, very small numbers. Man, string, that's a beastly effort for this assembler to make string right there. 2.5 seconds a pop. Yeah, I mean, of all the mobs that I'm surprised are still alive, Azara, the squid, still absolutely is at the top of the list, number one. I'm not sure I will ever be more surprised at a mob survival than I've been at that squid's. But I would say right behind that is the Enderman Smeltery. He has been in there for a really long time. And I've rolled so many Endermen in the Soul Vials trying to get that. Never did. Did not get a regenerating Enderman until I went to the end and killed the Ender Dragon and got to look all over the Enderman, the End Island. Oh, Ender Pearls for ZPM circuits. Ah. Oh, little caboose trunk loader. Those trains are so cool. Man, look at all this junk. I have cans in here. What am I doing with cans? All right, there's the string. I don't need the cans. Cans can stay. Woven cotton. No circuit. Is it not using string? It's making more string? My bad. All right, I got to tinkle. Let this run real quick. Be right back. That's pepper running through me. All right, how much does that get us? What are those? Steel rods? Polyethylene rods. That's a little bit of a weird thing to need, actually. How do I make polyethylene rods, actually? Oh, nice. So you can do it out of the dust? Were there really only two? No. 3? That's it? I don't trust that at all. I don't trust that at all. Not even a teeny bit. I think that's true in two. Is that actually true? Because I use styrene butadiene for tungsten steel wire. Yeah. And some little tiny piles. I'm pretty sure this is the way I go here. Or well, this way with molten styrene butadiene. I do. I'm an avid whistler. Drive my wife insane with my whistling. I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, glitch looting. No one likes a glitch looter. I whistle all the time, and I'm not trying not to toot my own horn too much, but I have a pretty extensive range with my whistling tones as well. I can whistle along to most songs and hit the correct notes, that sort of thing. Yeah, it's a little goofy, but you know, so it is. More string. I need more of this. How much more? Not much more. I can go down reasonably low. They're all high pitches, of course, but reasonably low and up to ear-shatteringly high. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. My dad could do this really cool whistle using 2 fingers to make it so insanely loud that my dog could hear it all over town, no matter how far away he was. He always heard it and came home. Pretty crazy. I never learned how to do that. I just regular whistle, like make the circle with your lips sort of whistle. Same. It's like a tongue thing or something. There's like a weird shape you have to make with your tongue to make it work. I never quite figured that out. Or maybe I just don't have the tongue dexterity required. Oh my god, this is the worst. This is the worst. Why didn't I leave my cotton farm forever? It's all right. We have a new cotton farm now. And other things. Sugarcane, other things. I think we already have sugarcane farming, and I'm pretty sure we do, but you know, you can never have too much. All right, this is going to be enough, right? We're going to feel good about this. Yes. Tier 2. All we lack is the steel plates. We can easily remedy that. Or the steel rods, I should say. Rods. Oh, that's a good idea for oxygen, actually, as a way to not do crops. Instead of doing the sugar beets. That's a really good idea. I think I will definitely be doing that. Where do you get the witch spawners? Are they in witch huts? Hello? Is this not how this works? Oh, it's right. It's bolts. It's bolts. Oh, right. I forgot there were actually witch spawners there because I always find them during the day. Lander tier 3. Quest me. Yes. All right, I'm supposed to be doing the responsible thing and stopping the stream at 10:30, but we're not going to. We're instead going to craft the tier 3 rocket so that tomorrow, 8 a.m. stream time, we can go to space. We are going to craft this rocket. I'm going to try to do it quickly. Compressed meteoric iron plate. Do I have that? Yes. I'm well prepared. I think I already have the oxygen vents as well. I do. I don't have enough. Not even close to enough. That's better. Probably still not enough, but it's better. It's better. All right, and now I need filled fuel canisters. A lot of them. A lot more than I have. No. I'm wrong. I don't. Actually don't. Hey, System with the raid. Thank you, thank you. How was the stream, my friend? Hey, what's up, Vin? Filled fuel canister. Okay, we only need 4 of them. I think. If we need more, we'll have the ability. I don't know why I need these for. Are those for the rocket itself? I need 1 each for these. So a total of 4? Am I crazy? I think that's right. Let's get some fuel. Luckily, we still have our fuel. In the old world, blazes, witches, skeletons, wisps. Oh, that's right. The helmet crabs, too. I forgot about this. How much do these take to actually fill? One bucket? Okay. Do that. That's all free fuel right there. Do I have a liquid canner? Surely must somewhere. Advanced fluid canner? That looks like the thing we need. There we go. That would be a fun thing to do, and I think to pair that with benzene would be really good. All right, tier 1 boosters. What did we run out of? Let's not run out of anything. All right, there's those. This thing. Bam. Quest me. Yes. Rocket fins. Those require heavy duty plates, tier 2 and 3. Circuit 5? Yo, Sean, dude, long time no see. How you been, man? Thin me. Oh, baby, we're questing so hard right now. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing amazing. As you can see, we are on the precipice of greatness. Of greatness. We now need a rocket control computer. Imagine. Can I make this computer case, baby? Would that be cool? Microchip tier 1? There's no way I'm auto-crafting these, am I? Molten tin? In a circuit assembler? I really want to autocraft this. I don't want to make this. I want to autocraft it. I will. Assembler none. Dual. Yikes. Yikes. Do I need hopper? What do I need hoppers for? Trying to decide if any of these things are things I can not have right now until we address auto crafting. I mean, I'm surely right. Do I really need hoppers? What could hoppers possibly be used for? A simple washer? I don't think I need simple washers right now. If we need that again, I'll make it again. Crap. What needs a good integrated circuit? Did I do that wrong on that weird chip? I did. Okay, that should be better. And I don't have aluminum rotors. We can fix that too. Rotor. Non-dual. Please. Computer case me. Yes. Yes. Yo, what's up, Non? Oh, they're great. Let me show you the most recent one. Let me turn night vision off. Oh, our timing, is it good? Oh, it's, well, it's all right. It's early. We got our rocket launch and rocket fuel facility built, complete with a chemical waste pool. Oh, baby. Makes me so happy. The glowing of it. It looks very toxic, doesn't it? And it's got laminar flow. Motionless liquid flow. Very toxic. And we have a cool door. So we'll launch our rocket from right down there. Yeah. And we went with my favorite new trick, the level maintained setup for the rocket fuel. So we're maintaining 64 cells of CN3H703. It worked great. It took a lot of tinkering to like apply this new trick I've learned. But the drawbridges, man, the Tinker's drawbridges. Yeah. They look like this. So you put blocks in them and you can give them a cover. And that's how the number of blocks, they do have a limit of blocks. I think it's like 16 blocks. So you just, and it'll expend it'll expand that out. And then I also have some advanced drawbridges, which have a specific inventory. And so that's how I get like the pattern and stuff. Yeah, well, that's what we're going for. We're actually going, the main objective we have to go to tier 3 planets is to get a little bit into Quada so I can actually make the precise assembler. And then we'll redo our auto crafting, which is very underwhelming currently. It's worked, don't get me wrong, but it needs improving. We're out of space for a few important circuits. It's all in this building here. Like bending machine is out of space on circuit 1, and I can't address that without screwing up the channels, and so I just need to redo this whole thing. Probably change this into the EBF building and build a new building. Perhaps in something like this location here? I don't know, maybe over here. We'll see. I could. And maybe the next time we need it, that's exactly what we'll do. We'll see how far we get with magic when we get back there. Yeah. And yeah, Insane World. Insane World. If you haven't seen the Hall of Heroes, the Hall of Heroes is worth taking a gander at as well. I'll fly over there. Much more detailed, the Hall of Heroes is. Probably the most detailed thing I've ever done in my life. Take a second to take it all in. And there's Easter eggs hiding around. Not only players, of course. But at the right time of day, a beam of light will shine through this onto our tree. It looks spectacular. This was all Sci-Fighter's idea here. Pretty nuts. This is like 100 and something hours to build all this. Just the statues of the dudes took a really long time. And we've got our lovely heroes scattered around. There's Gene Toll. Vin? Legend? There's Cat? Master Thaumaturge. And everyone got unique items and stuff. I had a ton of fun playing with the statues mod. Trying to give everyone a little bit of a personal feel. We got Christian on the telescope. This is maybe my favorite micro build of all. A little mini telescope. And of course, the Vibe Master himself. Oh, it's so good. I had so much fun with this. It was a crazy, crazy project. And now this is driving the story. So we haven't gotten to this point in the episodes yet, but we'll be getting some instruction from our heroes for the next phase of the game. That shouldn't be crafting. That should be done. This little machine has been a little bit of a problem lately, too. Are we out of soldering alloy? No? Why aren't you working? Oh, well. Oh yeah, so much time. It's a mind-boggling amount of time. It really is. We're about to roll over 1,200 hours in the world in total, and at least half has been building. At least half. And I think that's not even close to an exaggeration. Quantum stars. Oh, it's finally time. It's finally time. Yes, it's finally time. We've been waiting for this moment. All right, New Evan, we'll catch you. I knew this day would come. Oh, there's been a fair amount of world edit. I can't lie about that. A fair amount. Everything is I don't use it to like construct the whole builds, obviously. But when I get portions of it that I'm going to duplicate, I will use it. So like for this area, for example, to get this pattern repeated right here, I'll copy like this section and paste it up. But I can't build in anything close to as much detail as I end up with on these builds if I try to do the whole thing with world edit, or even close to the whole thing. It's probably like 20 to 25% world edit. But it has saved a huge amount of time. Huge. Mostly just from repeat stuff that I'd have to do a bunch of times. Like building the same exact thing a bunch of times. Definitely a thing we're going to be doing when we revisit Magic in the relatively near-term future is automating nether stars with this method here for slime. Just for fun. And then we need to use this on this magma cream. Precisely that. Which we have the ability to make via this. So yeah, that'll be an easy automation, and then we can finally automate null catalyst, which I've been delaying for I have no idea how long, but a very long time. It actually put them in the super chest. Weird. Did the music stop? I think it did. It might be a good time to pivot to Approaching Nirvana. Let's stand them out a little bit. Deafening silence there for a moment. Okay. Good. We have some tiny piles of nether star dust. That's exactly what we need. Hello? I can't make that into tiny piles? I guess not. Okay. Okay, and we just need to make sure that we don't use all of this. Yes. Boy, does that feel good. Oh, my dear. I can't believe that. That feels so good. That's been accumulating for a really long time, though. Yes, Nether Stormy. That'll get me a few. And we have the one null catalyst we need to acquire more null catalysts. I just need to make sure we save some tiny piles of nether star dust. Don't use all our nether stars. Don't use all our null catalyst. These are the rules. When we eventually automate this, those will be the same rules. I may ask Vin to show me exactly how they did it. I recall some filters. Some... What are those things called? Are they actually called filters? These? Yes, item filters, these. Regulators. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I just, you know, maybe we just level maintain it like we do everything else. We dive in with both feet on that, why not? Please keep me 1,000 null catalyst. Using the null catalyst we already have. Feels like it could possibly actually work. Nonetheless. That's what we need. And we need to dip them in radon, I think. Yeah. Just checking. Just checking. I thought I might have some laying around somewhere. You never know. Oh, in fact, we do. Precisely what we need as well. Oh, well, and I just happen to have 2 ready to go. It's almost like I was planning ahead. I would never believe that was actually what I was doing. Can I make these? I don't know if I have iridium rods set to autocraft. Ooh, component assembly line. This could be made in an LV assembler. That's actually kind of surprising. I'll take that. All day. You can go here. Very nice. And then we just need these medium fuel canisters, and that's going to do the rocket. What do we not have? Compressed dual bronze? No. So tempted to see if I can use the entity space rule to spawn withers. Whoa. Like entity cram withers? Kind of seems like it should work. Medium fuel canisters. I don't even remember what I needed those for. What did I need those for? I see. Questing. You love to see it. Nothing's stuck here, is it? Woohoo! Hey, thanks for the follow. Almond Kiz. Almond Zeke? Almond Zeke. Sorry, I got that wrong. A little dyslexia hit me there for a minute. Everything's scheduled, nothing crafting. Why? Processing array continues to be a problem. We should probably get rid of it. No valid recipe found. I don't believe it. I see. This stuff was stuck in here from our failed attempt to craft that other thing. Item processor tier 1, I believe it was. I'd be very interested. I was actually very, like, unable to come up with a solution to how you would auto-kill withers in this pack, which is why I ended up going with the Salus Mundus route to dupe Nether Stars. Which worked great, I might add. But I only did it because I couldn't come up with a way to kill them. If there is a way, I'd be interested. Because although that has worked great, I don't want to continue using it because it's eating up all my coal. Every last bit of my coal. Yes, 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 yes. Much better. And we have the computer. We have the keyboard. We need a display. And we need one tier 3 heavy plate. And I think we're going to end up short on heavy plates. Maybe not. Maybe we have precisely the number we need. I think we actually do. It is a little surprising. What am I missing? Polyethylene sheets. Twist my arm about it then. I'll take 32. I only got 14. That means definitely the large processing factory is stuck. I need to put an assembler in the clean room. Okay, we can do that. I just burned up a bunch of lubricant. Oh well. Okay. We're in the clean room with an assembler at IV. We need several ingots worth of molten soldering alloy. Okay. How much is that? Is this the weird ones that don't give me a whole cell? It is. Of course it is. Give me some more cells. Is that the exact amount? No, it's too much. There. There it is. Go, 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 go. Oh, you got it, Vin. You know it. You know it. All right, Greg, you take it easy, buddy. I hope you got all your assignments done, man. Sounded like you were under the gun. Oh. Well, did you get all your stuff done? Because it seemed like that was an intense list of things. Tier 3 controller computer. That's not how you get out. That's why that's not working. In case you were wondering. Okay. Is this everything we need? Are we rocketing into the future? We need some tier 2 plates. Those are the wrong ones. We need 2 small fuel canisters. Okay, I don't have those. I need those. All right, let's make us a rocket. We'll take a scenic flight. Yo! We still got a little bit of work to do. Just a little bit. Hey! I can't wait until he's holding a massive, giant rocket. But this one looks pretty cool. That's pretty good. So, that leaves... Yeah! We need our new spacesuit, which we can tear our old spacesuit up and get. We can make some super large oxygen tanks, apparently. Maybe not until after we actually go. Sleeping in space actually sounds kind of useful. Oh, the tier 4 rocket looks so cool. Oh, we need like a real spacesuit next too. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's getting so cool. It's getting so cool. All right, we need that spacesuit, and then we're on our way. We've got the rocket fuel. We've got a launching pad. This is it. This is what we need. Nothing could be easier than these requirements right here. We have all the tungsten and titanium we could possibly need for these things. Do we have string? We don't have string, but we don't need it. We need long tungsten rods. I would say 2,130 tungsten is going to get us the tungsten string that we need. My anti-gravitational powers are so strong that I can fly while holding this rocket. Yes. All right. Responsible thing must be done. We end it here. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. I will see you there. And if not, I'll tell you all about the trip when we get back. Bye-bye. YouTube, that means for you, we will see you tomorrow. And Twitch, sit tight. We're going to pay it forward as we always do. Bye-bye, everyone.